Hi, I'm Isis, and I want to share with you today how to make polenta. Now, I'm using the 5-quart roaster, so I'm going to use the coarse. I've got about 2 cups. What I'm going to do is just put that in my roaster, and I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder, and I've just got a teaspoon, and I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Okay, so the neat thing about polenta is you can season it any way you want. But today I'm going to serve it with some kale and cannellini beans. So it's going to be kind of like an Italian polenta. So what I want to do is add some broth and get this up to cooking. Now with polenta you do have to babysit it a little bit. And I'm going to add a little bit at a time, seeing how much that I need. Alright, so our polenta, you can see that it's really starting to thicken. And at this point I want to add my herbs, maybe a teaspoon of dried basil. So I'm going to continue to cook this until it gets a little thicker. Now it's an option because you could keep it at this state and do like a grits, but it is going to get thicker and you could serve a soft polenta. So I want to show you how to make our kale and cannellini beans to serve with our soft polenta. So first of all, I'm going to use the 12-inch gourmet skillet. And I am going to do a saute on this, so I want to add just a little bit of oil. I'm using a medium-high heat oil. Now I'm going to add some garlic, and so I'm going to take the kale and just cut it into little strips. And this is one entire bunch of kale. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this into our skillet. And I've got some other kale. I did some red kale, and I've got the dino kale. So I'm going to let this saute. Alright, we're ready to add our zest and our beans. So what I'm going to do is just take a lemon, and on the outside of the machine I'm just going to hold it and twist it and zest the lemon. Now the lemon is really, the zest is what's going to give it that really fresh tasting, pungent flavor that comes from citrus. And I'm going to add the juice too when I want to add the cannellini beans. Now, this is just a can of cannellini beans. And I rinsed it, but I did leave a little bit of the liquid in the can because it really kind of makes it a little bit saucy. So I'm going to add that. I'm going to got a lemon here. Get that juiced all over. Next one I want to do is add some basil. Now I just chiffonade some fresh basil, and I'm going to add, depending on how much you like. Alright, so I'm just going to let this cook for a couple minutes, and then I'm going to serve it with my polenta. Alright, so our polenta is finished, and our sauteed kale and cannellini beans, and then I sauteed some portobello mushroom. What I want to do is serve some of this. Got my warm, soft, creamy polenta. I'm going to put a couple mushrooms on there. And then I've got the lemon kale cannellini beans. All right, a perfect meal.